Bow, 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 hello, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. Join the party. This is Patrick, the owner of Perching Wolf Studios, and we are here on a Wednesday evening, ready to do a sacred pipe ceremony. So we are on the banks of the Cedar River, and fortunately there was a whole flock of teenagers down here just a little bit ago, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but they were kind of noisy and kind of strange, chaotic energy, and so I'm just grateful that they got their fulfillment of the river and all of this and decided to leave. So we have the river to ourselves, and this is the river. This is where we are sitting, and once I set sacred space and drum in the spirits, this is where you will be, virtually with me, sitting here on the beach. So, and it's so funny, if you can see, I don't know if it'll let me zoom in. Nope, apparently it won't. There's let's see, how does this, you see that little pile of wood right there? I was down here last night. I kind of got the call to come down last night, and I was here after dark, so I brought my candle along. So I'm down here in the dark with a little bit of firelight. It was so cool, and I was kind of connecting to my dad, who has passed over, and he was always the fire builder, the fire tender. Whenever we go camping, it's like we always had to have a campfire. In fact, before he died, he actually, for years, he had gone out and got like a metal drum and cut it in half and had his own fire pit in the backyard, so he could go out every night, start a fire, and just sit by the fire and watch the stars. And so anyway, so I'm sitting here on the beach with this little candle going, and he basically laughed at me, and then, not in a bad way, just like, that's not a fire. And then all of a sudden this random guy showed up, and I hear someone behind me, and I see a flashlight, and like, hey, you mind if I come down and start a fire? I was like, no, come on down. And so he went over there and started a campfire. So it was almost like my dad had sent him. It's like, a little candlelight, that's not a campfire. This is a campfire. So I got the benefit of sitting here after dark by a campfire doing pipe ceremonies. So that was amazing. So welcome, everybody. Oh, another thing I want to show you. This is really cool. Let me switch my camera again. So it's just recently there's been a couple of pigeons up here in the bridge, and one of them earlier flew down, and I actually watched it fly, and it lost the feather, and I got to see the feather kind of helicopter down. Oh good, it shows up on camera. I don't know if you've ever seen that, ever noticed that. If you look through, I don't know if it's every feather, but if you look at the sun through a feather, oh now the sun's going behind the tree, so it's not as bright. But if you look at the sun through a pigeon feather, and I know seagull feathers works the same way, you can actually see those little rainbows. Makes it extra more magical. So I have so many feathers at home. But I did recently almost clear my freezer out of the dead birds that I had there. I had a crow and a duck and a goose and a flicker, and all birds that I had found and rescued from becoming road pizza. and they were in my freezer after I connected with them and asked them for permission. I finally went and took their wings and their tail to use as fans and that kind of thing. So they're still kind of in the freezer, but I'm going to meet my friend next week and do ceremony again to release them back to the land and to thank them for the gift of their wings, and the medicine that will come from using their wings in sacred ceremony and all that. So yeah, anyway, so thank you for coming. Thank you, welcome for joining me. Oh, I just saw somebody up there. So we are here to do sacred pipe ceremony, and I have been doing this for about a year now. When the pandemic started, I was doing pipe every night on my own to hold space, to hold the vibration, to just add more hope and light and love to the world. And I just wanted to share that. I wanted to give people this sacred space in order to connect to spirit, to pray, to have a place in their week where they could take the world off their shoulders, take a deep breath, breathe, and connect to spirit. And so it's kind of controversial because it's not done a lot. Like a lot of ceremonies are not filmed. And so I did a lot of soul searching about that. I went to my guides, especially White Buffalo Calf Woman, who is one of my main guides and has been for like 13, 14 years or something like that. And she gave me a power song to sing before the ceremonies that I lead. And she was basically, well, whose idea do you think it was? So it's kind of funny. I just got, I'm not going to go there. I was going to say, I actually was on I'm on a shamanic Facebook page and kind of had words with some people there, like the administrators and stuff, about different traditions. And I am not anti-tradition by any means. I think it's really important to honor the traditions of the people, of the ancestors, whose traditions we are continuing. And I also believe that the traditions need to change and evolve to suit the people that they're meant to serve. And so I'm not like a big rebel and trying to like take down the house or rebel against all the rules or regulations or anything like that. Because if we don't have those traditions, if we don't have those roots, then the traditions and the ceremonies are kind of pointless. But it's in honoring those roots, honoring those traditions, and having the courage to move forward with them, to maybe break down some of the walls that exist. And it's like that seems to be part of my job, to kind of break down some of the walls, make it accessible a little bit more, ceremonies and rituals and such, and give people a bigger perspective. My main job as a shaman is to connect people with their deeper selves, to empower people, and you know, spirit doesn't care how you get there, just that you get there. And spirit will use whatever is in front of you and whoever is in front of you to bring you home. So anyway, so that is why I'm doing this. I felt really drawn to give people that break during the pandemic. And in that vein, I'm feeling like this has kind of run its course in a way. I'm not going to stop doing live ceremonies, you know, on Facebook or in person, but I I'm only going to probably continue the weekly ones until the end of July, because if you were here a couple of weeks ago, the ceremony I did, an entire flock of geese showed up at the end of the ceremony, and it just felt like completion. It was like the ancestors have arrived, the ancestors have acknowledged this, and that the original intention is complete. And so I don't know what that's going to look like. I have some journey work to do, connecting with my spirits and getting directions from them. But I do know there's some other things coming up for me that I need more room in my schedule for. And so we'll just see how that goes. And I'll be here for at least, 2 more weeks or 3 more weeks, something like that, at least till the end of July. So we're weekly at least until the end of July. And then I'm going to look at doing some more in-person ceremonies for those that are local, stuff like that. So anyway, so that's where I am. I'm glad you're here too. And let's see, is there anything else? So if you're new here, I will do a quick kind of tutorial. I'm going to put my phone down and see. There we go. So just a quick few words on the pipe. So this is the sacred pipe. The stem is the divine masculine, and the bowl is the divine feminine. And so when we put them together, it is all of creation. As soon as I put the pipe together, until I take it apart, it's one giant prayer. So whatever you think, whatever your intentions are, whatever you pray, are basically superpowered, because once the pipe goes together, it opens a channel straight to Creator. No waiting, no lines, boom. And so the pipe was given to the Lakota people 19 generations ago by White Buffalo Calf Woman, who I mentioned earlier. She appeared to me, like I said, 13, 14 years ago, right before I did one of my first vision quests. And I actually was meditating, and I sent kind of an intention to her, thanking her for allowing me to take part in one of her ceremonies, so even though I wasn't one of her people. And totally unexpected and spontaneously, boom, she appeared in my mind's eye, just like fully present, like it was no doubt in my mind. And she was like, "You are one of my people as much as if I had given birth to you myself," which was huge. So she's kind of almost an adoptive mother of mine. And then she appeared to me again during the vision quest and told me my path was to be shared. And that's part of why I do this. It's unconventional, maybe even looked down on by some people, but I do this with love and honor. I honor the ancestors, I honor the traditions, and I honor my own personal guidance, which is the authority. Your heart is your authority. As long as you are acting from love, with a heart that is open, compassionate, willing to learn, then there is, I don't want to say nothing that you can do wrong, but when your heart is true, you're coming from authenticity, integrity, with the love of your community, the love of yourself, the love of Creator, realizing there is no separation, then there's very little you can do that will truly harm anyone else. So the first thing we're going to do, before we do ceremony, we always set safe and sacred space. And we do that by calling in the ancestors and the spirits. And usually we do that with the drum or the rattle. My drum is a little bit flat. It's been sitting out here for a little bit. It's gotten a little bit chilly, so it's not as booming as it might normally be. But so I'm going to call in the spirits to hold space to create an energetic container for us to kind of watch over us and keep anything that is not for our highest good out of our little circle of influence, and hold the vibration, hold that space for us to do our sacred work. So spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, and the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Bless us with your love and your light. Thank you. Alright. So now, because we live in a holographic universe where time and space are an illusion, I just created sacred space around all of us. If you're watching this, you are now in sacred space with me, virtually sitting here on the banks of the river with me. It feels so good. It's amazing. We go through our daily life unaware, like we're so detached from the spirit, from the energetic aspects of life. We don't think about these things, which is another reason for setting sacred space when we do ceremony, to remind us that everything is sacred, that everything is sacred space, and to pay attention to the energy around us. Because every time I set myself in sacred space, it's like all of a sudden I can breathe again. It's like time to exhale, and I don't even realize I'm holding myself so tight until that energy lightens up. So, all right, my friends, so here we go. We're going to do our sacred pipe ceremony. If you've never been here before, you've never been to a pipe ceremony, what it's going to look like, and first thing I'm going to do is light some sage and smudge the stuff on I got my little altar here between me and my phone that you can't see, but I'm going to smudge everything, bless everything, and then I'm going to say a prayer asking permission to smoke. And then I've had a couple of times where the answer has been no, but supposing the answer is yes, I will put the pipe together. I will put 4 pinches of tobacco into the bowl, and you will hear the prayers I do as I do that. When I'm done with that, then I will sing a song. It was kind of the power song of my pipe, the one I mentioned earlier, that White Buffalo Cattleman gave me to sing before leading pipe ceremony. And then I will light the pipe, and then I will blow breath blessings into the 4 directions, to Father Sky, to Mother Earth, to all my relations, and to Creator. And what I'm doing basically, I called in the spirits and the elements to hold sacred space. And then with the breath blessing, I'm kind of, what do I call it? Reinforcing that, or kind of filling in that space, calling in the spirits of the south and the north and the east and the west and all of that to be here with us in this space. So it kind of reinforces and creates an even stronger, lighter space for us. So then I'm going to, after I blow those breath blessings, I'm going to have a moment of silent prayer with the stem to my forehead and the bowl to my heart. Then I will come back, relight the pipe, and then I will blow a breath blessing straight at my phone. And that is a blessing coming straight from my heart, through the pipe, through the smoke, through the tobacco beans. It will go through my phone, through the holographic universe and the magic of the internet, and come straight to your heart. Then I will continue to blow breath blessings, and sometimes sitting in meditation. And the whole point is we have this sacred space now. When I put the pipe together, boom, we are so connected to spirit. You're welcome to do whatever it is that connects you, whether it's singing or chanting or meditating or praying or dancing, whatever connects you to spirit. This is the space to do that. So, and again, I know I keep saying it, but thank you for joining me. Welcome. It means a lot to me, those of you who join me. I know there's people who are with me every week for the past year, over the past year. And there's other people coming on and off. So welcome and thank you for your presence. I so appreciate it. This would not be the same without you. All right, so I'm going to light some sage and bless everything on my little altar here. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirit higher. May the beauty of the earth, may the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away the pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Here we go. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, I send a voice. I ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All my guides and guardians watch over me as I smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, to Wabin, Shawnadisi, Magikiwas, and Wabis. There is always room for you in my pipe. Creator, Earth Mother, the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all my relations, come smoke with me. Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors, may all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, to Eagle, Coyote, Bear, White Buffalo Calf Woman, bringer of the pipe and the law of good relations to the people. Okene Bayama, Okene Bayama, Okene Bayama, Okene. Yo. Okene Bayama, Okene Bayama, Okene Bayama, Okene. Yo. Okene Bayama, Okene Bayama, Okene Bayama, Okene. Yo. grandmother, grandfather, eagle, I send a voice. I thank you for our lives. I thank you for the love and the support with which you hold us. Thank you for your guidance through these times of darkness as we emerge back into the light. Thank you for everything. Aho. Ihi la ihi o. Ihi la ihi o. Ihi la ihi o. Ihi, ihi, ihi la ihi o. Ihi la ihi o. Ihi la ihi o. Ihi. Oh. Oh. Wow, that was, I know I say that every single time, but oofda, that was powerful. I so needed that. I hope that was helpful for you too. I hope that was healing. Oh my gosh. I almost started crying at one point. Just today, I did a soul retrieval for someone very special to me. When I first started, well, when I first got, well, that's not even true too. I got the calling to do this path, and part of that calling is kind of a traditional thing for shamans to have a life and death illness or accident or something like that. And my shamanic illness was 10 years of extreme panic attacks and anxiety back in the mid 90s, from like 95 till 2000. And it was so extreme. I still don't know how I survived it. I don't know how I held down a job. My wife at the time, we went through a year where she had cancer, and she survived, and she's actually cured. And she's my ex-wife now, so blessings to her and her life. But where was I going with that? When I first started having those panic attacks, not when I first, this was like what kind of helped me through that. I started looking for counseling, and I found, first try, I found this counselor. And it was just magic. It was just exactly who I needed at the time. And the funny thing, she was just starting out in her counseling career. And so we kind of both started our journeys together in a way. And then, I mean, I've known her since the mid-90s. And I've been going to her steady until she finally just retired this last year, the year before, something in there. And so she helped me so much, giving me a foundation, like in the physical, to help balance what was going on spiritually and mentally. Helped me get a kind of a reframe things and get a container that I could process everything and come through to my calling. And she was with me the entire way. And then she retired about the same time that like with the pandemic, and when I started doing this basically full time, I got laid off a year ago March from my day job. Started doing this full time. It was about the same time that she retired. So anyway, so she was instrumental in me being here right now, right here. And today I got the honor of doing a soul retrieval for her. And it was just so magical, so just full circle. She helped me so much. She was like one of the main people who kept me alive. I mean, with that anxiety and such, I never was suicidal at all, but every single day I woke up thinking it was my last day because I just didn't know how my body could handle any more stress. I didn't know how my heart would keep beating with all the stress and tension I was feeling. And so she got me through that. She helped me to see myself, to really answer the call. She was always so supportive. And so she retired and was needing a little bit of assistance in finding her path. And so I was able to repay her in a way, bringing it full circle. After she had helped me so much, I was able to kind of help her, empower her, and help her find her way. It's just like that infinity loop, right? Like one feeds into the other. It's like this mutual support, this mutual healing. And so I'm just, as you can tell, I am so grateful for her, everything she's done to me, and just to be able to pay that back in a simple way, like doing a soul retrieval for her. And anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you all that, but it was just a magical day for me. So I was kind of, this ceremony, I was processing a lot of that, letting it sink in. Not from a place of arrogance or like, woohoo, look at me kind of thing, but just settling back into my place, who I am, settling back into my power, who I am, what I'm here to do, if that makes sense. So anyway, so that was really special for me. So, sorry about that, I almost dropped my phone. I was so verklempt. Anyway, so that was really powerful. Thank you for being here. Thank you for witnessing me going through that. And there were a couple of moms down here. I'm sure you heard the giggling and the stuff earlier. They were teaching there were two moms with two little girls, and they were teaching them how to swim in the river. It was the best. Just when you look for it, magic is everywhere. Everything is magic. Everything is sacred. Life is beautiful. Love is the only power in the universe. So you are love, and you are loved. So remember that. So I think that's all I have to say for tonight. Whew. So yeah, so thank you again. Thank you so much. Those of you who have been with me for this past year and a half or whatever it's been, for those just joining in, I really hope this was helpful. Please come back next week, invite your friends. Feel free to share this video. I will, of course, put it back up on my Facebook page, and I will also upload it to my YouTube channel, Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel. And also remember that this is now my day job. This is my full-time job. I am here to empower you, to help you find your way. So, like I mentioned, soul retrieval. I could do also card readings with the animal spirit guides. All kinds of different shamanic things. You can check out my website at perchingwolfstudios.net and see if anything there resonates with you, see if there's anything I can help you with. It is my deepest honor and joy to be able to help empower other people. That's what I'm here. I'm here to support the community that supports me. So thank you for that. And if you like this and you want a sample of my readings, every Monday night at 7:30, I do another live video on Facebook using the medicine card deck with the totem animals, and just do a mini reading for people. I pull 3 cards and you choose a number from 1 to 3 to see which card is yours and all of that. It's a lot of fun. It's another, this and that are probably the highlights of my week. I enjoy this so much. And if you're also interested in shamanism, I am going to be teaching a shamanic class, Introduction to Shamanic Journey, coming up at the end of July. I believe it's Friday the 30th. I think I actually made posters today, and I think I put the 29th, so I'm going to have to change that. But it's Friday the 30th from 2 to 5. And it's going to be on Zoom. So I haven't got it up on my website or on my Facebook yet, but I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. And so check that out if you're interested. I promise it's well worth your time and money to... It's a changing point, it's a turning point when you start to learn how to directly access the wisdom of your guides. Then you're golden. It's like, it's such a game changer and empowering, and it's such a rewarding path. Doesn't mean you're going to become a shaman. To be a shaman, it's a vocation, a calling, just like being a priest or a nun or something like that. But everybody can walk a shamanic path. Shamanism is the oldest spiritual practice known to humankind. It is, and it's cross-cultural. No matter what your heritage is, shamanism is at the root of your culture, of your ethnicity. And so shamanism is the birthright of every person living on the planet today. So if you'd like to explore that, you actually, not only do I teach you about shamanism and the history and what it is and what it isn't, I actually teach you how to do the shamanic journey, which is the technique that shamans have used for 100,000 years to connect to their guides. And you will actually meet your power animal, spirit guide. And once you do that, it's like your foot's in the door. The world is your oyster. It's like that is your starting point. So think about that. Check out. I will put that up tomorrow on my Facebook page and on my website. Let me know, and as soon as you register, I will send you the Zoom link. And it's a 3-hour class, like I said, 2 to 5. And I just would be great to see you there. I love my job, if you can't tell. I love my job. This is awesome. And I love sharing it with people. This is my passion, and so I love sharing my passion. So just a few things to think about. And let me know if I can help in any way. So, all right, I'm going to put my phone back down. And so we're going to release the spirits that have so gracefully and graciously held space for us to do our work. Let's see if my drum will actually drum. Fortunately, it's a small drum. So it's kind of like a bow drum, like the Irish drum, because I can actually kind of squeeze it and tighten up the skin so I can, even if it gets a little cold, I can still kind of get a good drumming out of it. So here we go. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, and the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. Thank you. All right, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Again, check out my website. Check me out on Instagram. Follow me. Subscribe. Like me. Please like me. Just kidding. I like liking. I like being liked, but it's your choice. I don't know. Anyway. I'm really not that good at social media, so anyway, so if you feel in your heart to like me, subscribe, follow me, whatever. I enjoy this journey. I am glad to have you along. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your support. Know that I love you, that I see you, and that I honor you. So have a wonderful, wonderful week until I see you again. Hopefully that won't be too long. And until then, go shining. All right. Have a wonderful week. Bye, everybody.